Starting off this fine Saturday, working on the Mark V for a change. Just hit 115,000 miles. This thing has been such a tank of a daily. That 2.5 is like, I love it. This thing's been so amazing. Just hit 115,000 miles. Gonna oil change it and give it a nice little bath if it doesn't rain, which it may, so we'll see about that. But definitely oil change, and then we'll get into some Mark III stuff in a little while. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad that I'm gonna have this car for about another month and a half or so. I'm pretty sure I already have a buyer for it, which is cool. But it's been a good car. It's been a really good car. It's been fun to drive. Gonna miss it. Gonna miss the good old Mark V. Maybe we'll get another one day. Oil change is now complete. Make sure she still runs. Gotta love the good old Mark V. And she lives. Okay, got ourselves some new plans for the day. Gonna wash Miley real quick, then head to a shop called O-Town Customs in the Winter Garden area. I think one of these days we're gonna pull the hood back off of the car and run around with no hood on for a little while. Just cause it looks cool, I think. All right, fingers crossed these dark clouds leave me alone. Miley is nice and clean. By some miracle, it didn't rain and the sun is actually out now, so we are good to go. Bam! This is a sick spot. We got a bag Audi over there. We got a bag Camaro over there. Miley down here. So slight change of plans. We ended up skipping the shop and just kind of had lunch, hung out for a little while, and now we're downtown Orlando. This is in the pictures. Man's over here getting them shots. Tony's over there on that side getting some more shots. Tim's here. Just a fun little hangout. This Camaro's like flat to the ground. The louvers back here are dope. Really cool car. When I say flat to the ground, I mean legit. Like, this thing is flat to the ground. That's crazy. This is like the epitome of just like clean and simple. 3-piece work wheels, the nice carbon lip in the back, all the carbon diffusion stuff on it. Super clean S4. Got that fitment. Dang. This thing is clean. Really, really clean. These wheels are sick. They have like almost a Facebook kind of style to them. Very cool ride. Downtown Orlando has like some of the coolest little like hidden back spots like all over the place. Gotta love the manual window life. A little slow sometimes, but they always work. Spot number 2, my car's sitting on a bit of a dip, so my back fender here, literally fender to lip. I'm kind of crushing the front end a little bit, but you know what? It's all right. The car looks good. Dang, those two look sick together. Gotta love good old I-4 interchanges. This is better. This is much better. Okay, final stop of the night, Walmart. They just released all the new Fast and Furious Hot Wheels cars, and none other than Jesse's Mark III is part of that collection, and your boy wants to get one. Got Miley parked so far in the back, all by herself. I love my car under these lights, like that sparkle. My favorite, my absolute favorite. I mean, look at that. Look at them sparkles. She's been a good car. She's been a great car of the years. Fun fact, this November 31st will be 8 years of ownership. Me and Miley, 8 years strong. That's crazy. What a long time to own a car. And I'm never giving her up. Gonna leave you guys here. We'll be right back, hopefully, with some dope Hot Wheels cars. Man, we were doing so good today, and then it rained while I was in Walmart. But look at these beads, though. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I did not find the Fast and Furious cars like I wanted to. I found some other cool ones, but not the Mark III like I really wanted to. So, the hunt continues. We did a lot of driving today, and I'm very thankful because Miley didn't miss a beat. And I will say, I am a little bit annoyed that went the entire day with a clean car and then it rains and ruins all that. But I'm very, very pleased to say the Rain-X anti-fog stuff I use on the inside of the glass on all of my windows works amazing. I had all the windows up on the ride home. It was raining decently hard, no AC, and not one window fogged up at all. So Radix on the outside, anti-fog on the inside. Great combo if you have no AC. I highly recommend it. Not one window fogged up, even in the slightest bit, which is very helpful. Because before, when I first drove this car, like I couldn't see it at all. So that's very good. So the original plan for today, after I did the oil change of the Mark V, I wanted to get underneath Miley here. Yesterday pulling the car out, I noticed a few drops of oil on the ground, which I hadn't seen before. So I want to see what that's coming from. Maybe the loose oil filter housing, or maybe if it is loose oil filter housing, maybe the pan's leaking a little bit, or maybe it's further up. I don't quite know. It's very hot in there right now, so I'm probably not going to pull off the intake manifold. And that's up tonight to check the valve cover gasket. Maybe that's leaking. But for tonight, we'll check up the car, check underneath, and see if we can spot anything, because we don't want to have any leaks, and I'm pretty sure a leaky car will make for a not passing inspection for Germany, and we don't want to have that. Careful. Careful. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, this is not a one-handed job. Almost just wrecked my lip there. Turn! So heavy. Ah. We're good. We're good. You know, it's been a hot minute since we had to be underneath Miley and fix anything. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been really nice not having to fix this car. But here we go. Car's up, got our jack stands in. As you can see over there's a little bit of oil in that general area, but that's over a week of sitting, so I don't think it's that much. Looks like it's been dripping in 2 different spots though. So looking up here, I can't really see anything off the bat. The pan, I should put this down there. The pan itself looks pretty dry. Looks like there's a little bit right through this section here, and then over there. I have to go further up and see where it's coming from exactly. Alright, so looking from this side under the car, it actually looks like we might be leaking from up there, which is like right there, which that's the oil cooler. So maybe that front little like big bolt on the front of that's not tight enough. So there's that spot there. I see some over here, so there's some on this side, like this side of the engine of the block, which on that side could possibly be valve cover towards the top, or even rear main seal, but the rear main on this one was new, we replaced it before, so I don't think it's that. So maybe the valve cover is leaking from the top. I don't necessarily know, but I know for a fact on this side it looks like it's coming from the oil cooler. The oil filter here actually looks clean. I don't see any oil on this, which is good, so that's not that. Looks like it's probably going to be the oil cooler, so I'm going to try and tighten that in the front down first before I go pull it off. I know for a fact that's a new oil cooler and a new seal on both sides, so it shouldn't be leaking. Maybe it's just not tight enough. And then over here, I want to inspect further up because the rear main seal was new. So maybe the valve cover gasket. And then if you come back here just a little bit, it looks like the bolt on the pan is leaking a little bit, which that's not a new bolt, that's the original one. So I'm going to have to pull that off and check that one as well. But other than that, not too bad, not too bad. I would expect a few oil leaks from old Volkswagen, so not too bad. So as I was just looking around for other things, I looked at my axle and I noticed that, oh wow, yeah, that bolt's not tight at all. So amongst other things to try and fix, that must get tightened, because you know, we don't want to go snapping any axles and getting straight, because that's no fun. So with just that quick little glance over the bottom of the engine, it looks like that front leak is going to be from the oil cooler, which is weird because the gasket on both sides is new. The only thing I can think of with that is that probably that center little bolt that goes in it isn't tight enough. That's why it's leaking from there. So we'll tighten that up and check that. And then on the other side by the trans, I don't think it's the rear main seal because we put a brand new one on there, so I can't see that leaking. Maybe, but I don't think so. So I'm thinking further up. So maybe from the timing chain cover somewhere or the valve cover gasket. One of the two. So I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into the car, spray brake cleaner all over everything, and then tomorrow morning we'll check again and see exactly where it's coming from. So as I was down here spraying brake cleaner, it looks like I also might have a small leak from the bottom side of the crank sensor there. See right there? I can't tell if it's a leak right at the bottom. You need to tighten that up too. I don't know. There's no leaks going on right now. What's happening? Everything under the car has been sprayed clean and then wiped down completely. So if anything leaks overnight, we'll see exactly where it's coming from, hopefully. And then down there, I have some paper towels just so we can see where it's dripping. But hopefully, we can fix this issue. And it's probably something pretty simple. I'm hoping it's either just tighten up the oil cooler and just tighten up a few things. Hopefully it's pretty simple to do. Nothing too major, like a rear main seal, because that would suck. I'm really hoping these oil leaks can all be fixed from the bottom side of the engine, and by just tightening up a few things. I would rather not have to pull off the intake manifold and the valve cover and all that kind of stuff, or even worse, pull off the trans for the rear main seal, because that would really, really suck. Oh, and then I almost forgot. Gotta show you guys my Hot Wheels I got. Picked up 5 pretty cool ones tonight. I only collect Hot Wheels cars that I like. I mean, I know a lot of collectibles are worth money, but I really only just pick up ones that I like that are appealing to me. So I actually just found a Volkswagen tonight, Mark II GTI. Pretty sure this is gonna be a Montana green, as close as it could be. Pretty cool one. I got the Porsche 917 race car right here. Awesome, the Golf livery on this one. Buying them on the Nova. Found a 69 Charger, pretty much like Dom's Charger minus the blower, but that looks pretty cool. And then got a little Fairlady Z. Nothing too crazy. I didn't get my Fast and Furious ones, but these are still pretty cool to add to the collection. Calling it a night here. We'll jump into all the oil leaking fun of this thing tomorrow, and then after that, probably heading over to Yomar's house, because he may or may not have a blown head gasket on his VR6, which would really, really suck. So we're going to work on some other things with his car, and then we'll just, fingers crossed it's not blown, but don't forget, be there for every single day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.